Hello and welcome to all you Pisceans. Welcome for your monthly forecast for June, already June 2015. And it's a month with a lot of interesting aspects going on. Very exciting aspects with Venus and Jupiter conjunction, trining Uranus, and also very assertive aspects going on with the Sun and Mars together, and then also Mercury going direct again. These are the main things I think that happen in June, and let's see what it means for you if you have some planets in Pisces. Let's start with the good news. Venus and Jupiter are in Leo, and Venus, the planet of what you value, what you think is important in life, what you think, the planet of choice, the planet of I like this, I don't like this, the planet of love, the planet of and the planet. It represents so much, but these are the main things. And it's going to aspect Jupiter, the planet of meaning, the planet of expansion, the planet of opportunities, positive opportunities coming your way. And Uranus is involved as well, and Uranus is all of a sudden, and Uranus is out of the blue, and Uranus is unexpectedly, but also very liberating. And this all happens in your sixth house of your day-to-day life, of work, and of small animals as well. And the the second house, is your values. So actually it's a combination between the sixth house and the second house. And the second house is also a house of values, also the house of that is associated with Venus. So it's a double whammy, you could say. So it's all about what you like or what you don't like. So I think, and as it comes very suddenly, I think for a lot of Pisceans, especially who have a rising sign in Pisces, this will mean that there is a shift in work. There is maybe you didn't have a job and you're having one and you really, really like it. I mean, just not liking it a little bit, but you know, in the Jupiterian expansive way of I absolutely adore it. What I do, and I find meaning in it, and I feel that I'm efficient, because remember, the sixth house is the house of the Virgo, doing things efficiently. And but for others, it can mean also that maybe they had a difficult time at work. Maybe you had recently, it was not nice, and now there is a turnaround. Now you enjoy your work again. So that could be the case as well. Or maybe you fall in love at work. Isn't that nice as well? And especially with the Uranus, could be the case. The Uranus together with Venus is very friendly like. So it's the falling in love with Venus and Uranus is not the Neptunian romantic kind of love, or not the Saturnal, very serious kind of love. No, Uranus is about, come on, we are friends and we have the same, we think the same things, and we do stuff together, and we know each other very well, that kind of energy. So if you are single, there's a great chance that you will meet someone at work. That could be someone there, and especially with the Venus going also retrograde in that sixth house. So a lot of people think retrogrades are negative, but not in my experience. It's just a standing still for a longer time. So you will be taking things very cautiously with if there is someone new coming into your life. Even if it's all of a sudden, you will stand still, because the Venus is going retrograde and will be there for a couple of months there, 2 or 3 months, I think, in Leo. So very exciting for the single Pisceans. Also very exciting for the Pisceans who are in a relationship, because of course when you feel good at work, you bring that at home as well, and you're a nicer person. Okay, so that will have its influence as well. So it's for all of us that we will encounter this very good Venusian kind of love, you could say, and kind of energy. But I think for you it will have to do with work. So what next? So that's one. Oh, another thing, I almost forgot, that together with the Venus Juno is also there. That's an asteroid, and Juno is all about commitment. So again, there's something about, you know, whether it is a relationship at work, it won't be just a very, even when it has this Uranus flavor, this exciting flavor, it doesn't have to be necessarily come and go, because Juno is the asteroid of commitment. So and the same with work. It can mean that you have a good time now or a better time when it comes to work, and it's all about the commitment to the work. So maybe a brand new thing, maybe something that you didn't expect yourself comes out of the blue. So that's that. And what else is going on? And another thing that's quite important is the Mercury, of course. Mercury, the planet of communication, information, is there at the root of your chart, and it went retrograde and in Gemini, and it's going direct again as from the 12th. But it's really, you really will get all the pieces of information only at the very end of the month. So around the 27th. What does it mean? It's a very important and a bit of a frustrating aspect going on with Mercury, because although I think for you it's not that bad, because you recognize it easily because you're a Piscean, it's the Mercury square Neptune. It's 3 times that Mercury crosses Neptune because of its retrograde. And Neptune is the planet in a positive way of looking, giving you some more possibilities and giving you some more information. But more information can sometimes also mean confusion. So it can mean, especially around the beginning of the month, because then the aspect is full. Beginning of the month, you are a bit confused. And I think it has to do with home, situation with home. Because it's on it's in your 4th house, which is your home situation or your family. Could be a family member as well, a relative. There's a bit of confusion there. That has to do with you and the relative, or you and the situation at home, because the Neptune is in your sign. And I have made, it was coincidentally, I have made a video about Mercury Neptune, the aspect. So if you're more interested in this aspect, I have put a link below that talks just about this aspect. That can help you. If you are a Piscean with planets around, let's say 7, 8, 9, 10 degrees of Pisces, an ascendant, the Sun or Moon, or even Venus or Mars or Mercury, you will feel this the most. Because it's around those degrees that this aspect is going on. So if you are planning for a move, take it gently, stand still, and I would suggest take your action at the end of the month. But of course, this is just a suggestion. And it means that things are not clear enough. And even if the information is right in front of you, I don't have to explain that to a Piscean, do I? Sometimes the information is right in front of you and you just don't see it. I mean, unconsciously or even consciously, you don't want to see it. That could be the case as well. So there is some, that can cause a little bit of stress, or it's just a situation at home. You're not content because maybe, I don't know, it could be a very mundane thing like rearranging the furniture again, maybe. But I don't know. It can be a very little detail, but it can be something big as well, that you're planning to move, and that you must take your time before you know everything to make the right choice. And last but not least, and this is also a very important aspect, because the Sun and Mars are going to conjunct each other as well in that 4th house. So there is a lot of activity again, as last month, in your 4th house. And when the Sun and Mars join together, and it's a building up the first 2 weeks of the month, especially around the 13th, 16th, but it's a bit of a building up. This is this can go 2 ways. This can go the good way, and can go the wrong way. I'll start with the wrong way. The wrong way to use this energy would be being bossy, being dominant, being aggressive almost. in the home area, that is. But I think, you know, if you use this right, this is now the time to maybe, especially if you are a Piscean that has been the pressure in themselves, you have been running away from it, to use it now to say what you need to say, to do what you need to do in relation to some relatives or home situations, or with the people that you live with. Because now is the time to have that courage. The very positive energy of Sun conjunct Mars is courage, and is something that you're afraid of, you do it anyway. So if there is something, considering the home, considering relatives, that you are a bit afraid of, that you've been thinking on for a long time, now is the time to use this bit of a frustrating energy. And it's not really frustrating energy, it's energy that is very impatient. So use this to do and to act, and but do it in your gentle Piscean way, because Pisceans are mostly very gentle. It's a very gentle sign. So do something that you were afraid of to do, considering home and so on. So it can be literally moving the furniture, actually. So it's going to be a nice month, I think, for you. Enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support, and see you next month. Bye-bye.